A game called Werewolf.
No.
Everyone gets a piece of paper. It's either got villager written on it, but two have the word werewolf. Someone runs the game to make sure no one's cheating, and they go, okay, it's nighttime, everyone close your eyes. Werewolves choose someone to kill, and the werewolves go. They say, okay, everyone close your eyes, it's morning time, open them again. During the night, Francis was killed. There's then a conversation, and this is where it gets interesting, between all the villagers and the two werewolves over who the werewolves are. Then at the end of the day, the villagers have to decide who they're going to kill. And they say, well, we're going to kill Constantine. It's revealed by the person running the game, I'm afraid Constantine was a villager. And the game continues. The villagers win the game if they kill both werewolves. The werewolves win the game if they kill all but two villagers. And the werewolves usually win. The game was invented by a student of sociology in Russia who wanted to prove his thesis that an uninformed majority will always lose a battle of information against an informed minority. So that just shows when you have hidden information, you can completely manipulate a large group of people.
Let's talk. Now, although we can go many directions with this, because this is a Christian deconstruction channel, we're going to stay with Christianity and religion in general. But let me give you a few examples. Do we really know what happened in world history? We only know about 1% of what actually happened in world history. When you go to any museum, only about 10% or less of what they actually have is ever on display. You'll never see everything that they have within any museum. It could even be an art museum, and you don't see the majority of the items that they have. So when we look at places like the Vatican, you only know the knowledge of maybe 1% of what is held in the Vatican libraries, the true Vatican libraries, not the part that you go to on the tour, but the real Vatican library. When you go to the Church of England, when you go to the Anglican Church, when you go to any place that is a depository of information, the Library of Congress, only about less than 10% of the information that they actually contain is available for the people. Hell, this internet that we're on, the internet that most people have access to and that most people use is only given about 10% of the information that's on the internet itself. Now, another 80% is on what's called the deep web, and then the remaining 10% is in the dark web. But they create so much fear about the dark web and how much trouble you can get into that people are reluctant to even go into the deep web, which myself personally would love to do simply because of all the archaeology and educational information that's out there. But most people are afraid, and you're able to be controlled. Most of your news cycles are only telling you about 10% or less of the information that is actually going on in any one given city, country, town, nation, world, period. Most of the things we don't even know that's going on in the world, which is why we really have a xenophobe kind of knowledge base when it comes to the different countries and things that are going on in those countries. But when it comes to religion and in all those other aspects, it gives those who are in control of the information the ability to lead the people in whatever direction that they choose. Most people have not read the Bible. So even the information that we have, most people have not read it. Most Christians have only read the little pieces that their pastor has told them to read while they're in church. A few more have information because they regularly attend Sunday school or Bible studies. But even in those Bible studies and Sunday schools, they consistently and continuously go over the same information over and over and over again. The difference between all these other aspects of life and religion is the fact that many people base their life on their religion, how they perceive the world, how they respond to other people, how they act towards their family, their spouse, how they act towards work, friends, how they handle their finances, their health. Most people have some religious base that they're utilizing in order to facilitate the life that you're leading. But yet, you are only doing that based on less than 10% of the information that is available. And then, even if you utilize the full amount of information that is available, you are still utilizing only 10% of the information that we actually have in this world. If they were to open up the Vatican Library, it would destroy Christianity. Literally. Christianity will be destroyed. If they opened up all the ancient writings of the Hebrew people, it would destroy Judaism, same with Islam and every other religion. Because once all world history information is available to everyone, and once all religious documentation is available to anyone, to everyone, then it would take serious cognitive dissonance in order for a person to still be a partaker of any of these religions. But that's the key. If you're not partaking in their religion, how can they then control you? So for what information we do have, I implore you to go study it, research it, read it, understand it, put it into practice, develop some type of wisdom about it. If you don't get the desired results, go back, gain more knowledge, gain more information, and apply it again. We can see that as much as you can try to apply this Bible or any other religious book, 9 times out of 10, you end up in failure. It is a very few that are able to apply it and actually have success out of it. But most of the time, the success can also be attributed to other aspects of life and knowledge that they have gained outside of this book. So, once again, they're playing the game werewolf with us. They're playing the game of werewolf because we allow them to. So study truly to show yourself approved. It might actually be a benefit to you. There will be struggles because the majority of information that you have grown up with, you will find out to be false, or that there is a deeper rabbit hole to go down and your interpretation of those such things are not accurate, not even slightly. So dig deeper and see what you find. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.